deal with that zoning. And then once those walls are down, then you have that pressure of the crown, the pressure of the cannonball, the pressure of just K-Rool himself.
And this opening sequence is going to matter so much for Barking Frog to see how much he can really get going as he builds that wall. Starts mining immediately, looking to build up some more iron.
Yeah, and already getting caught with the blunderbuss as well. A decent start, but again, nothing too crazy to open up. You know, we're not going to be seeing huge bombastic combos, and that goes to answer your question. It looks like the Crown does a pretty solid job of breaking the blocks as well.
Yeah, that was dirt though, so it's going to be interesting once he gets more wood, more stone on deck. And we see, you know, the infamous Steve, kind of not even like hit and run, just kind of like playing one edge of the map to the other, upgrading to stone tools. What's that iron? That might be iron, actually.
It may, no, those are stone.
Those are stone? Okay. So again, mining up a storm, 115%. Doesn't need to chase off stage. Just drops an anvil for his troubles. Not able to get the minecart.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of the Steve standard, you know, just his guaranteed damage, those really long strings that'll get him those big hits. But again, K-Rool does make up for it a little bit in weight. No weight differential, though, is going to be able to save you from that back air. KingRoBo, you know, off to a bit of a rocky start.
And this is one of those things, Steve can just take a foot, turn it into a mile, doing no tool combos, looking for more.
I respect it, man. Keep pushing that advantage as far as you can. You're sitting here chilling, sub 50%.
Oh my gosh, and the TNT and the shield break. He can get Diamond on deck. That's a very quick S-Flash, but doesn't even need it. Oh no,
it's not going to kill yet.
Diamond, though, completely different story.
Yeah, Diamond F Smash is one hell of a drug, man.
Yeah, and that anvil, you know, especially with a linear recovery like K-Rool, is only so much you can do, but Diamond gone to waste.
Really great pickup there from Barking Frog. Definitely needed that. Gets the Diamond off deck, and now we can see what K-Rool is able to do from this advantage. I mean, his pressure is still very much so present. We've seen how he's sort of been poking and prodding. He hasn't really given Barking Frog a ton of opportunity to just sit down and mine. He always has to be on the move. There's a lot of just constant pressure.
And while, you know, Barking Frog does have a very strong lead, he is also like a whole stock up. So KingRoBo's kind of be careful with like the buttons he chooses to interact with Barking Frog, trying to take the stock. And you know, one thing I do like about Barking Frog, like a lot of people, you know, they see the cannonball rocking up, scary, rocking up and down, but he's very calm, knows, you know, exactly how much space he has before he actually needs to commit to a defensive option. Magic numbers working to KingRoBo's favor. Let's see how long he can keep it going.
I mean, hey, this is anybody's game. Smash is very dynamic, and K-Rool, you know, he will survive a little bit longer. That back air not going to be killing just yet, but I don't think he can take another one of those.
Yeah,
great recovery.
Low recovery, not able to snuff him out with the blocks. Got to be so careful, though.
Yep.
It takes one Diamond up tilt to seal the deal, and there we go. As I say, ooh, not opting. I think he was trying to get the blockchain, take him off the top with an up smash, but
mayhaps either that or he just didn't feel confident enough in swinging for the back air there, maybe thinking that K-Rool was a little bit too high, but you're giving KingRoBo any opportunity here. He's going to take it as far as he can. Fortunately, that's not quite far enough to get that first game. Barking Frog going up 1-0.
Quick pickaxe to the skull seals the deal.
Yeah, I would tend to imagine, you know, K-Rool's a very durable guy, but those diamonds are hard, man. They hit like a truck, and I mean, it is the hardest mineral we know of.
So it sounds like they're going right back to the small battlefield. It seems like a pretty quick stage pick. And I wonder whether it's out of, you know, comfort for KingRoBo, or whether thinking about the bans, if you ban out FD, you ban out Callus potentially, but I feel like Steve would prefer that to the K-Rool matchup, but we'll never know.
I like the idea of the run back. I don't think it was too terrible for KingRoBo. It definitely felt like he was finding his footing in that match. And also
near the end.
Especially near the end, with that really clean confirm, it sort of felt like momentum was shifting in his favor. The other thing is that K-Rool definitely doesn't want to give Steve more room to get away and set up those block walls, set up those opportunities to mine. He definitely wants to be able to run in and scrap. So going with a smaller stage like small battlefield, definitely beneficial to KingRoBo in this matchup.
Meanwhile, you know, blocks being set up. And it's like, it's one of those things where, like, you know, even if he's like, you know, he's at kill percents, you know, especially against KingRoBo, he'll be at kill percents very early. Good tech.
Yeah, again, Steve's survivability is very good, and he's got a great disadvantage state, but he is not that heavy of a character, so has to play very cautiously here around KingRoBo, because between the two of them, one of them is much more in the kill percent area.
God, jumping out of the cart. He's going to mine up some stone real quick there. He's going to keep mining because it's weird to say, like, you know, Steve scales. Like, as soon as you get diamond on deck, depending on how early you get it in the stock, secures it here, keeps mining. And he can just commit to the tools he has right now to try and, like, fight out the second stock. Doesn't need to whip out diamond until the end. You know, that's kind of like your haymaker, your trump card.
Yeah, exactly. You got all the time in the world. You're still low percents. You're not under like any pressure to do anything. And frankly, as long as the percents are even, Steve is winning to some degree.
And especially, you know, big body like K-Rool, you're going to hit 80% off of one straight up tilt with stone. And that up smash not quite enough, but
yeah, not with stone tools and not with no rage. It's not going to be enough to get any kills just yet, but it is just going to show the volatility of this matchup and the volatility of Steve as a character.
Right. Barking Frog very low on tools, definitely mining up. There we see the diamond. We're going to see that definitely the next stock, unless he wants to secure the kill here. Wouldn't be surprised if this up throw just does it.
Not quite. Again, K-Rool very heavy, and what the benefit of that, well, it doesn't help out too much against diamonds. It does help in those situations where you have to worry about up throw. You can live to like 190, 200 in the up throw situations. Meanwhile, Steve, on the other hand, getting juggled around a little bit, a lot of damage coming out in the favor of KingRoBo, but again, you get hit by one up tilt, and all of a sudden that turns into a quick 60.
Crown in hand, and he knows he can play around with it. Doesn't need to give it back to KingRoBo at all. Caught on this platform.
Still has on deck. That's going to be the down throw, though. He's not going to be able to get the dash
very good mash to escape out of that.
I like the awareness as well, and I do like the adjustment from KingRoBo, going for something like dash attack as opposed to that forward smash again. Looking for something faster, it just wasn't quite fast enough. A fantastic air dodge to get back to lead, giving KingRoBo a little bit more time to work with things, and a great cannonball call out as well. Going to be able to catch Steve out of that minecart.
But it's so scary. We were talking about the immediate diamond, the immediate back air. That game going to Barking Frog 2-0. It's one of those things where, like, we're talking about like the scaling. It doesn't matter if he